Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Life Lessons card of the World Tree. And when I was thinking about this card today, I was like, this is the end of this portion of your spiritual journey. All right, for 85 days, we started with the Wanderer, and we continued moving on through the creativity, through the thought process, through the stability, security, through the emotional aspect. And we've gained so much knowledge. We've gained so much wisdom along this journey. Okay? We are now at the end of that wanderer's journey, and it's represented by all the four seasons in the labyrinth of the Wildwood Forest. It doesn't mean that your journey has come to an end. It means that what you have learned over the last 85 days, okay, coincides with that page of stones, right? What have you learned with all that? So take the time to sit back and just ask yourself, what have I learned in 85 days? Since the beginning of the year, pretty much, right? That journey with the Wanderer began with that childlike curiosity of taking that step into the Wildwood Forest. But throughout that journey, you've grown and gained wisdom. And now the final step is to follow the path from this maze that you've been on, the emotional maze, the fiery, passionate maze. We've been talking about finances here the last couple days, right? And that Knight of Arrows is showing you a different perspective. He's looking down from above, right? And looking down on you as you're walking through this maze and coming to this little door in this tree, right? And, when you follow that maze into the heart of the World Tree, you become one with the universe, okay? You now have the keys on this portion of your spiritual journey. You now have the wisdom. You now have that knowledge. To gain access to this door that's there, and I'll even bring it up, a little bit closer for you. To gain access to that door, you must walk your own path. Walking your own journey, which you've been doing. I've just been a guide for you along the way. Okay? That Ace of Bows, the spark of life is there. You've got the King of Stones, the Wolf, down there, giving you that leadership and support, right? All the court cards, all of the major arcana cards that have come out, the Green Man, the Green Woman, the Stag, the Woodward, I can name them all, right? Because we've seen a lot of them in the last 85 days. They've all been here to support your journey, to get you to this point in time for your spiritual journey, for you to walk through that door and become one with the universe. To become one with that wisdom and knowledge that you've gained over the next 85 days. And once as you're walking your own path and you complete your journey, what did that take? Patience, dedication, commitment, insight, contemplation, meditation. All of those things that the court cards teach us, the major arcana, the life lessons cards teach us. Having that patience to, going on our journey. Yes, you've gone through some challenges. Yes, you've gone through some obstacles. But these last 85 days, the trajectory has been primarily up. You've had very few valleys as you've been moving forward, okay? And now this is kind of like graduation day, right? For 85 days, you've been learning on this journey. Now, how do you put that learning into action? Into the passion that you have, into that stability, security, to ground yourself emotionally. How do you put that into practice? How do you take that with you once you walk through that door? And here's the other question. What's beyond the door? Does that mean you're going to be just stuck right there within the middle of the tree? Absolutely not. Okay? Because in that, that I want to say it's a millisecond that you go through that door, all right? You and the universe are connected. And once you and the universe are connected, all right, it shows you, it reveals you where your journey has come from and where you're at. And this is your journey, right? Everybody's journey is going to be different. You know, everybody's journey is going to be, you know, a different stepping stone. But this is your journey as you walk through that door, right? Anyone who seeks the knowledge and wisdom of the world tree gains the blessings of the universe. And that's through all 4 seasons, right? Through that, though that journey may be difficult, by persevering, I should say, we have reached fulfillment on our quest. Whatever that fulfillment is for you, you know, that's been going on. Seeing things from a different perspective, moving quickly with those finances that we talked about with the King of Stones. And that's just recent. Okay? Once we've reached that fulfillment on our quest, we're able to sit back, reflect, and say, okay, what's next? Because a quest, just because it ends, doesn't ever stop. It's just a different set of quests that line you up for the next step on your spiritual journey. So think of all you've learned on this journey, and now's the time to, you know, to rejoice and triumph. You know, use that 3 of Cups energy, that 3 of Vessels energy, that you know, that joy. Do a 5 of Vessels, ecstasy. Do a little dance. You know, enjoy what you've done, what you have created for yourself on your spiritual journey. This is almost like when you're playing a video game and you've leveled up. You've completed the final quest. You've killed that final boss, whatever it may have been. You know, with the finances or seeing things from a different perspective, right? Take joy in the fact that you move forward. You are a changed person from where you were 85 days ago. All right? So breathe in the sweetness of the air that's around you. Drink of the waters of success and enjoy the life energy of the universe. Enjoy the stability and security that the Wildwood Tarot deck has given you over these last 85 days. So that's today's card of the day, the World Tree. I'm happy that these last 85 days have been really great. And you know, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, and give me a thumbs up. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, stay safe, and tomorrow we'll start another journey.